Oats are used in two different ways in this molasses oat bread. They're turned into a porridge, and they're also ground into a flour that's combined with bread and whole wheat flours to create a molasses-sweetened loaf with a delicious moist crumb. Into your bowl of 1 cup of rolled oats, add 1.5 cups of water plus 2 tablespoons. That's been brought to a boil. To this, add 1/4 cup of molasses. Molasses will be our sweetener in this delicious bread. And let this sit for 10 minutes while you get the rest of the recipe going. Just stir that around, and we have one already cooled, and we're going to use that for a swap out. So now this is warm but not hot, and you can add 1 envelope of active dry yeast over the porridge. Let it proof, and that is your leavener. Now in the food processor, grind 1/2 cup of rolled oats. Oat flour is ground from whole grain rolled oats, and it has a pleasant chewiness with a mild milky flavor that works well in muffins, cookies, pancakes, scones, sandwich breads like this one, and also in biscuits. It's actually the easiest flour to mill at home. Simply pulse the oats in a food processor, like I'm doing, until ground fine. And you can sift, or you can just use it right out of the food processor, as I am, because this is a coarse bread anyway. So there, you can see they're quite finely ground up here. And so right into the food processor, you can sift all the other dry ingredients together. 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 cups of bread flour. Bread flour is a type of flour used in recipes that require a good quality gluten formation. Also, 1/4 cup of powdered milk. This is the same milk that you will reconstitute with water if you don't have access to fresh milk. 1.5 cups of whole wheat flour also. So all these dry ingredients can just be pulsed together, which is the same thing that sifting does. There. And then you can just put all the dry ingredients right in the bowl and stir this up. So here's our dough all mixed together. You can put a little bench flour on your counter and just turn this out into a pile on your board or your counter or your marble. We're going to put the bread right back in this bowl to rise. It doesn't need a lot of kneading. It really needs to be just thoroughly mixed, and try to really compress the moisture into the flour so that it's all absorbed. If it's a little too dry, you can sprinkle with a little bit more water. Now you can, with a clear oil, like a safflower oil, just brush your bowl. Very little oil necessary. And put your dough right in the bowl, cover tightly with plastic wrap, and let rise in a warm spot until doubled in bulk. It's going to take approximately an hour. Now here's our dough, nicely risen. So flatten this and pull in the edges. Really pinch it tight, and ultimately you want kind of a 9-inch domed bread. That's after it rises again. But see how nice this looks? And get that right on an oiled baking sheet and cover again for a second rising. In an hour, this will be ready to prepare for the oven. So here's our nice boule that's doubled in bulk. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees and make sure it's preheated before you put your bread in the oven. We're going to score the bread after we brush it with softly beaten egg white. So all over with the egg white, and then sprinkle a tablespoon or so of rolled oats all over the outside. And then with a very, very sharp knife, cut an X right into the top. Try not to deflate your bread. This X will look beautiful. once the loaf is baked. Pop this right into the 400-degree oven. And you might ask, why are you scoring the bread? Well, it's scored intentionally to create a weak spot on the surface of the loaf to prevent the loaf from bursting at the weak spots. So it's nice to do an X in a round loaf like this. You could take a sharp razor and go in a spiral if you like. You can do just straight marks across the top. Every baker has his or her marks that they like to impose on their baked goods. I like to do the X. So get this right into your hot oven, 400 degrees for 10 minutes. Reduce the temperature to 350 until the bottom sounds hollow when tapped, 40 to 45 minutes longer, and then we'll see. So here is our bread. It has been sitting on a rack. When it comes out of the oven, make sure you cool it. Now for sandwiches, you can cut big crosswise slices. Look at the great texture. That's for me. And I think I'll make open-faced egg salad tomato sandwiches. Generous amount of mayonnaise. Tomato, of course. A nice dollop of egg salad. And you can top with a nice little piece of lettuce. I guarantee that this is a bread recipe you'll turn to again and again.